jolly. So,
chaos, panic, and disorder. That's the way it's going to be today.
Full moon energy. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. So, we're back.
Right.
We're back, and I'm so sorry about
We have
that.
no idea what happened.
Well, I suspect it was Skittle. I think I think it was. I think she.
I think a car hit a pole or something.
I don't know, but there we were swimmingly along, and all of a sudden our internet just wasn't. We were devoid of internet, and so I had to reboot our cable router, and lo and behold, it resynchronized, and then of course everything to restart takes a number of minutes,
yes.
and we
Welcome
have to do again. Hello, Gilda. Yes, so sorry about that. Yes, chaos, panic, and disorder.
Well, this is just what you have to do. Adapt, improvise, and overcome. Hi, Pam.
I still think it was Skill's fault.
Skittles, he's sleeping.
Yeah, probably went and
chewed through the
something.
wires.
That was it. While we weren't looking.
Froze at 11:11. Isn't that something?
Yeah. Well, there's maybe it's 11:11 froze at 11s froze at 11:11. So there you go.
All right.
Let's hope we get through to the end of this one and we don't freeze for the 11th time.
All right. So we were saying that people come to the awareness shop and then they find their tribe and they find each other through classes, and some people just stick around forever. I mean, Danny came to a new moon, and then she just kept coming. And now she's been there like 11 years, I think.
Wendy says thank you again. Well, thank you for thanking us again.
Shauna, yep, we're back.
It's true. People just, I don't know, that's what amazing.
But I think the story of Hannah
connection.
was such a cool thing because he sold her a gift card, she paid for it. She used it for a reading, and during the reading is where I got to, and I said, you could do this yourself, can't you? And she admitted that she'd been working in the field since the 70s.
Oh, hell yeah.
So she's done some amazing work at the shop. She's led goddess workshops and women's empowerment.
So much love and healing to so many people.
So much love and healing. Yeah.
You've got to love our Hannah. She is one of the beautiful people of this earth, without doubt.
We're so blessed, though. All of our readers are amazing people who really, really care about others, Gwendolyn, my goodness, she
should come with an interpreter, though, definitely.
Oh, because she's from
Grim up north there.
Yeah,
you're right.
Well, I love when you guys speak your weirdness, but she's just always positive, no matter what's happening.
She's such a lovely person.
Everybody really, really cares about helping others, and we have 12 readers.
I think we could safely say we don't suck, do we?
No,
we don't suck. That was when we were first pitching our book at Llewellyn. That was the thing.
We don't suck.
Well, it's not going to suck. That's it. So there you go. And our band, we didn't suck.
No, that was really funny too.
God, yeah.
They were talking about. We had we rehearsed out here at Mom and Dad's house. And the next door neighbor who was renting the apartment for a while so the lady next door.
That's a long story.
The lady next door that I grew up next door to was still living there at the time.
It's going to be the
and
6 degrees of separation here.
She used to come over and sit through rehearsals sometimes. So she really loved the band. And she used to do the same thing when my brother's band.
No kidding. Really?
Yeah, she used to listen to my brother's band. Well, she was closer in age to Rick than me, obviously. My older brother's 12 years older than me, so he's almost 70 now. So they would have been contemporaries. Anyway.
I'm trying not to sneeze now. This will be no good.
So her tenant for a while was a very grumpy guy. He used to call the police all the time for all kinds of things. And we actually got a decimal meter and went out by the fence, to make sure that we weren't
breaking any laws,
the zoning. And in fact, we were much quieter than
the traffic.
The traffic or herds when they're spraying, things like that.
Well, herds when they're not spraying.
Herds when they're not
spraying. Family theme park. Yeah.
So anyway, I think we were in the middle of the Watchtower song.
Something, yeah.
And that's on YouTube, Alchemy at the Chance. You can see the Watchtower song. We're in the middle of that. And the police came. So we let him in and he said, you guys could finish this song if you want. And we looked at him and he said, well, you're not supposed to call the cops if the band doesn't suck.
You only call the cops if the band sucks.
It's
And
really
so
funny.
eventually, oh bless them, they got so tired. The local cops did that
Of him, yeah.
they said, yeah, you can call us, and then we'll come and charge you
for
wasting our
time.
Because these people aren't doing anything wrong.
And then
we weren't ridiculous.
They moved and they bought a house that belonged to the aunt and uncle of a friend of ours, and one of the first thing they did was call the cops on the neighbors' kids for riding their bicycles in their driveway too loudly.
Lovely, isn't it? Must be tough to be so mean and intolerant, you know?
Yeah.
It just is, you know? I mean, yeah, there's a difference between really obnoxious behavior.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
it's
not like we were thrashing heavy metal 7 nights a week.
We
rehearsed on Wednesday night for 2 hours, you know?
And mostly, and
we're done by 9.
And Sunday afternoon.
And we were done by 9.
It was an afternoon gig. We certainly weren't disturbing anybody's peace, you know? That's not, yeah. And we didn't suck. We don't suck. But yeah, so apologies. Thank you for your patience. I see lots of people have joined us. So listen, we'll I think we should, for next Friday or whatever, we'll throw it open to you guys. What would you like us to talk about? Because what
do you want to know about us?
We have got so many stories. It's ridiculous, and we're almost like, well, what did we talk about?
What do we talk about today?
What are we going to talk about now? What should we do now?
Submit some things you like. You know, we've told you how we met and that kind of thing.
Well, we glossed over that because there's a whole book. There's a book there. There is a book. And
do you like Oreo cookies? What are Oreo cookies?
What the hell's an Oreo cookie? It's like, yeah. So we. It's funny because where we are in this particular part in New York is quite rural, but it was nowhere near as rural as where we were in Wales.
God, no.
I mean, that
6
was
people on the lane.
Yeah, it was remote. I think is the word you're looking for. Remote. So yeah.
I mean, though.
I miss the quiet.
Yeah.
I mean, I love it. I love it when we're out because we our official home is actually at the store. So I love it. I love it when we're there, and it's nice to see all the people and the people watching, and you know, us being porch people. But we can't really sit out on our porch anymore because it's like people just come by and you open. It's
10:30 at night and we're drinking gin and tonics.
We're having a gin and tonic and putting the world to rights. And actually, if it's okay, we prefer not to open the store for you right now, for you to kill a few hours, you know, or whatever.
Pam says for next Friday, she'd like to know, how did we go through the decision to write the book and what was the process of it?
Well, actually getting a book published, we can tell you about that.
Well, we can tell you why we wrote it, too.
Oh.
Basically because we're snobs.
I think you'd received guidance on the ether and also from some of the existing elders within our craft that it is necessary, that there's been a little bit of dilution, if you will, of core principles that you know, I'm all for evolution. But you know, you have to have been there first to evolve from it. You know, you can't.
But yes, okay, that's a cool subject. We
could get all principled about that.
Yeah,
couldn't we?
And we could talk about about a lot of stuff. Okay.
Oh, Skittles bag.
Here's our card of the day.
Love this one. There's such a story behind this.
This is a very interesting card. Yes, I'd hope we get to do it on Tarot Talk Tuesday soon.
Inevitably, we will.
Yes. So. I'm going to say wild ride for the weekend, people.
Oh.
Trying to figure out how to be social and stay safe at the same time. You know, you can see there's friends and different layers of family. Diane Davey says, your book is a delight. Love to hear about it. Oh, cool. Thank you.
Diane. That's very sweet of you to say that.
I'm going to say there is all kinds of things coming at people these next few days with the full moon energy. A lot of humanitarian issues, a lot of things that would be easy to be very judgmental about. But I think we need to be more kind and loving towards each other. And I do think that this is going to be a wild few days astrologically. the sun is going to move into Virgo. There's going to be more attention to detail. So I think just do your very best to respond and not react to things these next few days. And hopefully you will find that it's a very abundant time.
Abundant. I believe abundant is there. But I think there's also, there's a lot to be learned from tradition. And it's interesting that we're talking about it. This card to me can indicate very much old money and established values. But also a wonderful supportive family unit as well.
Layers, yeah.
With layers. And I love the arms up here and I the coats of arms. And I just can't help but think he will have no arms unless I give them to him, kind of thing. Yeah, without doubt. Gotta love that. And also, Ben de Gaidvran, who said, Avobin bid bont. He who would be a leader must first be a bridge. So I think these are trying times. They really are. There's a lot of humanitarian challenges. There's a lot of misinformation, ignorance, and damn stupid obstinacy around with people. People that really need a clout upside the head for the highest good of all at this present moment in time. However, we're not allowed to actually physically do that. So we will try to enlighten them instead. And sometimes just throwing blanket opposition against somebody will only further entrench their position. So the words avobin bid bont, first be a bridge. Allow the healing to flow. Allow that bridging of the gulf between you to actually provide a route where people can see sense. And not be humiliated and not be crushed. Yeah. Yes. So what Lisa said earlier about try not to be judgmental, it's hugely difficult.
Everybody has a story you know nothing about. So
They do. And fear is an awfully powerful motivator. It's the second most powerful force in the entire universe. The only thing that can overcome fear is love. So be a bridge. Be a bridge today, and
this weekend you might find it a little bit chaotic.
Yeah, even the weather, I think, certainly up in the northeast, might turn a little chaotic this weekend. The jury's out on that. Still don't know where
the hurricane is going to hit.
But it's rumored to turn into a hurricane because, of course, it's not technically hurricane season yet.
But there's nothing to this climate change stuff.
But the Atlantic is already considerably warmer at any point than it has been in the past, and consequently, we can expect extremes of weather, and climate denial doesn't work. And on that note, please go to Celtica.org right? and let's try and change people's attitude to, we can, I believe, we still have a chance. But it's a chance we have to take. Denial is not going to serve us well here. Denial will spell the end of the human race, quite bluntly. So, ancestral wisdom also here is a really hugely thing. This coat of arms wasn't created by these people. It came to them. It's been handed down, that lineage, that family line.
You're doing Tarot Talk Tuesday.
That magical contagion that comes through everything. So again, I apologise. I won't do Tarot Talk Tuesday. There's so much in that card. It's actually one of Lisa and I's favourite cards, that one, the Ten of Pentacles. So we'll save that for Tarot Talk Tuesday. We've got so much we could say about it. Thank you so much for watching.
Have a wonderful weekend in spite of the chaos.
Yes.
Sorry about the dropout of internet.
Many apologies.
Forces beyond our control.
That was forces beyond our control, even though I'd like to blame Skittle. It really wasn't her fault. No idea what happened. Just completely dropped offline and we lost the internet for a period. So thank you for bearing with us. We got it all back together.
All right.
And
good morning, yes, Amber. You can scroll back and see what was going on.
Yep. You can watch them both. They're going to be there. So do please like, comment, and subscribe. And before I end, just say some things because I've realised I haven't done this yet. I've started talking, and if I don't do this, it'll all disappear.
Oh, well, you can tell just by the way the internet was interrupted that Uranus is on its way into being chaotic.
There's a reason they call it Uranus.
Well, it rules Aquarius and computers and all kinds of fun things. So there you go.
Does it now?
All right.
Oh, I can't do this. Okay, there
Peace,
we go.
people.
Yes.
Have a wonderful weekend. Don't give in to the idiots.
Yes, no, be a bridge.
Die, dear.
Be a bridge. Oh yeah, die to dear. Hold your ground. Stand your ground. But yeah, no, be a bridge also. I think there's far more can come from bridging the gap than opposing. So thank you. Be blessed. And thank